bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Motion from the back. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Ready. Go, go.
Trying to get the corner. He'll keep it on 2nd down. He's got the first down. There's a crease. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Avant.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
A run for the quarterback. Turning it on. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical. They stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. Out wide right, it's Blaylock. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
Man, that is exactly what you like to see. Early in the football game, be who you are. Be aggressive. You say you want to take some chances, go for it on 4th down, set the tone, run the football. Don't settle for 3s, Palmer. You settle for 3s a lot of times later in the game, you're regretting it.
He's going for the goal line, and he charges across the line. Touchdown, Sooners! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Going to run it. It's Young. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second.
He's taking the shot. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled. Palmer, you got a #1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed.
And the defense, they've got him at the
keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up fourth down.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He's got great speed. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Oklahoma! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Throwing, Lewis. Grabbed over the middle, it's Atkins. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. From the gun, it's Young. Breaks into the open.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to the well. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Sound strategy here to try to punt it away from that return guy. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Start from their own 21. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback changing the play. On the move. Oh, he's got some space. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. A designed run for the quarterback. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. We We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for the offense.
Check. 95, 96 sprint. 95, 96 sprint. Here we go. Ready. Go.
Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Young. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And coming into this game, talking to coaches, man, they were worried about how fast this defense was, how physical it was. And so far throughout this game, man, it's shown up. Like the speed, the tackling, the eye discipline, they've done such a good job owning this football game early. And it's on the offense now that they've got to find some answers.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll send the back in motion. They give it to him again. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. At the 45, on his way. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown Sooners! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Young. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Lewis. Grabbed behind the line. It's Young. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Lewis wants to pass. Rushes on. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We start with a look in on BYU.
And he muffs it. It's loose. Ball loose. Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Hoosiers ready to kick it away first. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Sends it back in motion. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Offense gets set for second down. Keeps it himself. Pulls it on the option. That one's not even close. Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive.
Hey, kill it, kill it. 9:49, rock star. 9:49,
He'll try to get to the marker himself. And he's going to come up just a tad short. Needed to get the ball to the 35, and they'll mark it at the 34.
Well, this is an offense that prides themselves on running the football, and they do it a lot of different ways. Here we are in the first quarter. You're already seeing the option, and this is a quarterback.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end.
180, race car. 180, race car.
Doing it himself again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Throwing Sellers. He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Hits inside. It's Richard. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Got it behind the line. It's Becker. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. They're all over him. Gets rid of it. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. And the RPO got him. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Dumps it off in the flats. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but it gets man...
They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. Trying to bull his way in. It's a fake. Shades of Little Giants. The Mad Hatter is loose, and it's a touchdown. Just textbook execution on the fake field goal, and trickeration equals touchdown.
And we saw them practicing this throughout the week, but when are you going to call it? Are you going to call it? Because you got to have the onions to call it in a big moment. They call it, they convert. What a call by the offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Beebe. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. This one's complete. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Richard. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And What's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They've got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
Back to pass, it's Hoover. They'll run the screen. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. South Carolina holding the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick give. It's Richard. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Motion from the wideout. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Boy, that defense didn't need to give this offense any more help. It's 1st and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Becker. Touchdown, Hoosiers! A great catch and run for 6. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way. He lets it fly. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he scores! Touchdown, South Carolina!
We got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
From deep, it's Preston. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Recovered by the kicking team.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Lets it fly. Snags it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Gets the back moving. Quarterback will keep it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's first and goal on the 1. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. Here's Sellers to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
And this is always tough. You drive the ball all the way down the field, have so much success, and then beep, 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 put that thing in reverse. The last 2 plays, this offense got to get back to doing what got him here.
Look out! Buried before he complete.
How about the defense coming through when you needed it the most? They got some yards, had some success on this drive. Second and goal, sack. Third and goal, sack. Nice job by the defense, sticking with it, coming through in a clutch.
Oh, what a call. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right side, it's Hunt. And they're not going to pick up the first down on the fake field goal. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The short hands, it's Becker. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. First and 10 from their own 49. Motion from the wide receiver. There he goes. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Knocked down immediately.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you could tell they pulled the trigger so fast. Get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. Caught, it's Becker. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Could not make his way to the corner.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Second and long here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. We might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just not on the same page with his target.
And the try is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback keeps it. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try to find room outside on the jet sweep. Nowhere to go. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the back. Sellers. Turns up, it's Hunt. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He's brought down the one a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. First and 10. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the 50. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Drops back on first down. Out wide left, it's Richard. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. He'll set up to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. They cannot stop the clock again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Now watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Under pressure. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling. You're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender. But the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Pulls it. He'll pitch it. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a fourth down. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he'll be stopped short, or maybe he stopped himself short.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory, and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Takes the handoff. It's Fuller. Just smothered on the play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Really nice individual effort that time by the wide receiver. He was trying to get the first down. There was no way he was going out of bounds there on third. Fighting for every inch he could get. Didn't quite get there. Now you've got a big decision if you're the head coach. You're going to stay.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Coming out with it, it's Preston. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel.
Guys, look at this. Surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Snapped on 4th down.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. They've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
And he's in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Preston. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. There's no question this team is reeling down 28-7, and they have to find a way to get a score on the board with this drive. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Long way to go on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's shot. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Got his man. Turning it on. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, it's Richard. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Left side, it's Barker. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. The defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it next.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Looking for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him, and the defense finally came up with a play.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Rush right in his face. Fires to the tight end. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
And that one looks great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Drops back. It's Hoover. Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Caught. Breaks into the open. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. See some running room. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Deep in the end zone, it's Beebe. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Looking for a deep man. Makes the grab on the right. And he's out of bounds after a terrific run and a nice pickup.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide left, it's shot. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play to bleed the clock.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Sells to fake. Finds his man. It's Marsh. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Man, it's kind of crazy. That's only the 2nd time we've called his number, called his name, like his 2nd catch of the day. We're used to this guy really impacting a football game, and this offense has to do a better job finding him, featuring him, giving him chances to make plays.
The Hoosiers moving quickly to the line. Trying to run, it's Richard. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point is good. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Throwing, Sellers. Rushes on. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
The offensive line coach will be pulling his hair out. His head coach is okay right now because they're winning the game, but from an O-line standpoint, they've been atrocious in pass pro.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet.
You just can't allow that to happen defensively. It's 4th in California. You're in a big zone defense. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. You can't let them pick that up. Somebody's got to make a play on the football, swat it away, get the interception, get off the field. What are we doing?
Play fake, Sellers. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Keeps it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Gamecocks have this offense rolling. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. He's running free down the middle. The 20. Touchdown, Indiana! The defense takes matters into its own hands. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Fielded in the end zone, it's McAllister. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The offense has been really productive both ways, both scoring and giving up the ball, David.
Yeah, the boomer bust offense is not good. Like, we have to take care of the football. It's a premium take care of football. Every time you've taken care of it, Palmer, you've driven down the field and had successful drives.
I didn't have this on my bingo card, I'll be honest. Turning the ball over this much and still having the lead, but their defense and special teams have done their part. Offensively now, just do your job, and you're probably pulling away in this one.
All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Using his legs, it's Fuller. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their 2nd. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Running inside, it's Richard. Enough to move the chains. There he goes. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
To throw, it's Hoover. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. They go play action with Sellers. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. And the Gamecocks hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out of the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Straight ahead, it's Clark. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Quarterback keep. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
So here we are on 4th down in this field goal kick. And they fake, forget the kick, he's going to throw it. And I guess they thought they'd find the field goal block team napping. They were wide awake, and they come up with the stop. You want to be bold and daring, but sometimes you got to know when to just take the 3. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Dropping back, it's Hoover. They're all over him. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year, the home field advantage.